Well, I think Fame and Muscle Shoals Music is here because we're fiercely independent. We've been doing business with Bank Independent since the 70s, and to know that they've got our back, it means a lot. We've always been there, and it's always just been a phone call away.
From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is your weather, live at 5.
Fred Gossett here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center on this Thursday afternoon, live at 5 with your latest forecast update. We're watching more showers and thunderstorms just off to the west of the area, starting to move in to our western counties. None of these are severe, but the severe threat may be starting to tick up a little bit here for the next few hours for some of our viewing area. Let's go to Viper Live Doppler radar, and there are no warnings in our immediate viewing area right now, but there are a few stronger thunderstorms off to the west of us, stretching here from south of Savannah, Tennessee, down through Booneville, Mississippi, and then south of Tupelo. Notice that these storms are a little more cellular looking, and that's starting to be a little more concerning given the strong wind shear that we have in place across the area. Now, there's very little to almost no surface-based instability across the area, the fuel for severe thunderstorms. But sometimes when you have really strong wind dynamics and upward lift, it can kind of overcome that. So the severe weather threat for this evening is really, really low, but it's not completely zero. And the NWS Storm Prediction Center is actually getting ready to likely issue a tornado watch over far northeast Mississippi, far southern Tennessee, possibly. We don't know the counties just yet, but this is the outlined area that they said they'll likely do it for. And then across all of our North Alabama counties. In our viewing area, it's one of those just-in-case type situations. It's not a likely type tornado threat. But anytime you have the type of spin in the atmosphere that there is late this afternoon and this evening, and you get cellular type thunderstorms involved in that, you do kind of have to play it safe and do the whole just in case, better safe than sorry situation, even when it's a low end type threat. So I do think we're very soon probably going to have one of those just in case type tornado watches issued for a few hours this evening. I would say probably until about 9 o'clock or so. Don't know the details on that just yet because it hasn't come out, but that would likely include all of our North Alabama counties, stretch back into northeast Mississippi, and it may possibly also include our Highway 64 Tennessee counties, but that's not a guarantee yet. We won't know what actual counties are included until they actually pull the trigger on the watch and issue it, but they have said that it will be coming here very soon. Again, it's a lower end type threat, but here through about now and 9 o'clock, we'll be watching for some of these cellular storms to come northeastward across southern Tennessee and North Alabama. And I'll switch over to storm relative velocity. And there are some very weak and broad rotations with some of these. So we'll have to watch these as these storms move off to the northeast. There are no severe thunderstorm warnings right now with these. There are no tornado warnings right now with these, but these are the storms we'll have to watch. Again, it's a very lower end threat, and I think it's mainly from Highway 64 south. And honestly, I think the better severe weather threat is down here south of our viewing area. And they did just issue the tornado watch. In our viewing area, it's only going to be our Alabama counties that are included. I'll pop this up in a moment. But here, I do think the higher severe weather threat is probably Hamilton, Double Springs, Coleman, and southward. But we'll have to watch North Alabama as well. Since this has just come out, let me go ahead and pull up the severe weather map. And yeah, here it is. This is a new tornado watch in North Alabama. Again, this is a just-in-case type situation for our counties. It's not a high threat, but this is a tornado watch until 9 p.m. this evening. In our viewing area, it includes Lauderdale, Colbert, Franklin, Limestone, Lawrence, Morgan, and Madison counties in North Alabama. A tornado watch until 9 o'clock. It does not include any of our Tennessee counties, and it does not include Tishomingo County in Mississippi. So we'll continue to watch these storms over the next few hours as they start to move into the area. None of these are severe now, but again, we do have that low but not zero chance that one or two of the storms could tighten up rotation, and I can't rule out a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings this evening and maybe a couple of tornado warnings across the area. We'll switch to graphics here and do the rest of our weather show. Here's a look at the Arctic Air Skycam Network live here as we head into the 5 o'clock hour, and we're starting to set the sun. You can see the gray overcast skies across the area. We've had showers off and on through a large part of the day, and we have those ongoing across the area the area currently now. A large part of the region into the lower 60s this afternoon. Few of us rain cooled into the upper 50s. It doesn't feel especially hot and humid outside by any means. It's a little cool and damp because of the breezy conditions and the rain. But severe weather threats are not all just about how it feels outside. A lot of what goes into a tornado threat, even the lower end one, has to do with the wind dynamics and the wind shear, the spin in the atmosphere. And sometimes when it's strong enough, it can overcome cooler surface temperatures and dew points that aren't quite high enough. Again, we don't have a big severe weather threat, but we do have a tornado watch in place now across North Alabama. And I can't rely on a warning as far north as our Highway 64 counties in Tennessee: Hardin, Wayne, Lawrence, Giles, and Lincoln counties. You're close enough to the tornado watch. In addition to Tishomingo County, Mississippi, you're close enough that you want to pay attention as a just in case, but it's not a likely situation. It's more of a just in case type situation. You see the showers and thunderstorms developing ahead of the frontal system, the cellular ones that we're watching that will be moving in over the next few hours. Again, as we get toward 9 o'clock or so, this is going to be winding down. We only have this for a couple to a few more hours here, but we'll be watching carefully as these storms move in. Again, I think the main threat is south of our viewing area, but a couple warnings are possible here through the evening. As we get closer toward 9 o'clock, the storms are east of us, and we're dropping quickly into the 40s behind the cold front. We'll actually get down to the upper 20s and lower 30s for morning lows toward daybreak as that cooler air moves in, and then we're going to be temporarily cooler tomorrow into the mid-40s for daytime highs. A northerly wind that will be sustained 5 to 10, but gusts as high as 20 during the day. Plenty of sunshine, though, and then as we head into tomorrow night, dropping down into the low to mid-30s across the area as the wind starts to turn a little bit back to the southeast. And then we'll be back to the upper 50s and lower 60s for Saturday. Maybe a stray shower or two Saturday night into Sunday morning. As we head into next week, we're going to have low-end rain chances for the entire week, for maybe a spotty shower or two here each day. Maybe a better chance of that on Tuesday, but still lower end rain chances. I don't see any big wet weather systems as we head into next week. The temperatures are going up as we head into next week, though. Be cooler tomorrow into the 40s, and then we hover near the upper 50s and lower 60s from Saturday into Monday. As we head closer to the Christmas holiday, though, Wednesday and Thursday, we're going to be knocking on the door of 70 degrees. Here's the first breakdown for the Christmas Day forecast. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, upper 60s to near 70. Slight chance of a few spotty showers each day. Don't see any severe threat there. I don't see any signs of a big wet weather system. Certainly no signs of wintry weather with those type of temperatures around. So don't let the combination of temperatures in the upper 20s to lower 30s and then precipitation make you think we're going to have problems like that later in the overnight. What's going to happen, the showers and thunderstorms move out of our area 9 or 10 o'clock. We dry out with a really gusty wind. The roads dry off and everything. And then we drop toward the upper 20s and lower 30s toward daybreak here on our Friday morning. And then a much different day as we head into Friday, sunshine, but highs in the mid-40s. We do start the uphill climb on the temperatures again, upper 50s over the weekend. A few showers along the way Saturday night and Sunday morning, and then off and on isolated low-end shower chances for next week each day. Partly sunny otherwise, upper 50s to lower 60s Monday and Tuesday, and then upper 60s to near 70 as we get closer to Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. There's a look at your latest 7-day forecast. Ben Luna will be in the Weather Center here with me soon. We'll be watching the situation carefully through the evening. Since we have a tornado watch in place across the viewing area, we will have live cut-ins at the top of every hour. So our next live cut-in, if there are no warnings in effect before then, will be at 6 o'clock. We'll come back sooner if warnings are issued.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.